government. We're destroying time. No more problems on the way. I'm through, doctor. We don't need your kind. The other ones, ugly ones, stupid boys, wrong ones. I'm all alone, so are we all. We're all clones, all the one and one are all the one and one are all. Six is having problems, adjusting to its clone status. Have to put him on the shelf. All day long we hear him crying so loud. I just wanna be myself, I just wanna be myself, I just wanna be myself, be myself, be myself. I'm all alone, so are we all. We destroy the government, destroy time. No more problems on the way. I'm through, doctor. We don't need your kind. The other ones, ugly ones, stupid boys, wrong ones. I'm all alone, so are we all. We're all clones, all the one and one are all the one and one are all. I'm all alone, so are we all. We're all clones, all the one and one are all the one and one are all.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, don't do that.
Oh no, I almost went live by accident. Yeah. Oh right. Well, we're back on the with the interview with Spooks, and I was just asking him if he lives anywhere near Stonehenge. I don't know why I thought that, because I just love that place, but I don't know why I asked that.
It's a beautiful place. Have you ever been there?
No, I had a chance once, and I turned it down because I was in a rock band, and we had a gig, and now I regret it.
Right. It's the most wonderful spiritual place you could ever go to. And I've been 2 or 3 times. In fact, I'm on my second book here, just flicking through on the internet, looking through my second book, A Walk on Spirit Street. And on page 35, 34, 33, page 33, I start talking about rocks and stones and how spiritual they are, and how some people they get solace, they get great feelings from stones and rocks. And like myself, I like to go out and sit on the moors in Devon on what they call Dartmoor. Have you ever heard of Dartmoor?
Yeah, but I don't know much about it, but I've heard of it.
It's just a great vast expanse of huge hills and rocks and high things to climb, and I live on the edge of Dartmoor, and it's freezing sometimes, and it's windy. But when you get out there on Dartmoor, it is the most amazing. I've got this, when I'm giving driving lessons, I drive out on Dartmoor, and I just love it. I get a real buzz from it, and I don't know why. And I just love going out walking on Dartmoor. It's just an amazing thing. I mean, Stonehenge is in a totally different place. That's in a different county, but same sort of thing. It's a stone circle, which a lot of people can't really understand why it's there, what it was for. They've got their own ideas that it was a spiritual site of some description where they would perhaps give things to the gods, or it was a place for something else. But I was in the pub one night having a drink, and somebody said to me, Spooks, why don't you try to find out what Stonehenge was originally there for? And I just spun round on my seat and looked at him, and I said,
This is the Monster Castle
great
Paranormal
idea.
Radio Show.
I've
We
never
explore the
given that a
paranormal
thought.
phenomenon with researchers and skeptics from all walks of
I went
life
home
and beyond.
and
Fridays
I
and Saturdays, 9
mulled
p.m.
it over in my
Pacific,
mind,
midnight
and I
Eastern.
had
Visit our
my
website
spirit
at
guide.
monstercastleparanormal.com.
Can you show me what Stonehenge was originally there for? What was it used for? And I know my spirit guides are fantastic, and whatever the information they give me is 100%. They won't lie. They won't give me any false information. However, it's only as good as how I look at it, or how I deduce, what I can pick up from it. So I asked my guides, can you show me what Stonehenge was used for? And they straight away started to show me pictures. And the first thing they showed me was Stonehenge in the distance, from looking from above. And then they showed me the sun. Then they showed me the moon. And then they showed me an animal of some description. I couldn't remember what the animal was, whether it was a horse or a cow, or it was just an animal in front of me. And then they showed me an owl. And then they showed me a clock face. And then they showed me some trees. And then they showed me, finally, some fruit. Loads of fruit. Apples, oranges, grapes, and this sort of stuff. And I had to work out what I thought that was all about, what they showed me for. And what I deduced from what my guide showed me was that Stonehenge was a giant clock of sorts, a calendar which showed the times of the day, the times of the week, the month, the year, and also the seasons. It would tell the people who went there when to plant and when to harvest and when to rest. It would maybe tell them when to bring in the animals from the fields for winter time, and when to let them out again in the spring. And maybe the animals were also sacrificed. I don't know. Maybe they were sacrificed there too, to the god that they believed in. The wise old owl, I think they were telling me this. Stonehenge at the time was a place of learning. It was a school, somewhere where people would go and learn about the seasons, about farming, when to plant the trees, when to pick the fruit, when to cut the crops. And I actually believe that what my guides were showing me, that Stonehenge was a school of life, a school of survival, and a place for people to go and learn about everything on how to survive, how you can survive, how your whole family can survive and be a successful farmer. And people then, once they had learned, because you see around Stonehenge they found that there were small houses that had been built as well, which weren't there anymore. But I think that these small houses were where people, like going to college. When you leave school and go to college and you move away from home, and you'll go to college and you'll stay in a dormitory or in a flat somewhere with friends or whatever, and that's where you live while you're at college or university until you learn what you need to learn about. And I think that's what Stonehenge was, a place for people to go, so that once they've learned everything, they can shoot off with their families and they can then build their own farm. And there are stone circles, as you probably know, scattered all over the world. Now, these stone circles are not as big as Stonehenge, obviously, but I believe that what the families then did is they went off and they built their own stone circles, and they used them. They knew exactly where to put the stones. They knew how to set them up. They knew which direction they had to face the main headstone in, and that was their little mini Stonehenge. They knew when to plant, when to harvest, when to pick the food, when to put the animals out, when to bring them back, what time of the day it was, what time of the night it was, what time to go to bed, what time to get up. And Stonehenge told them all this, and I honestly think that's what it was. That's what my spirit guides were showing me. But
it makes a lot of sense.
Sorry?
It makes a lot of sense. Everything that you said, it makes perfect logical sense.
And I actually said to my guides, I said, can you tell me how because it's a big question that nobody knows. How did they actually move the big stones from Wales, from South Wales in the UK, down to Salisbury Plain, where the Stonehenge is? And they showed me the word in capital letters, solution. And I looked at it and I thought, what on earth are they trying to tell me, my spirit guides? Why have they shown me the word solution? Have I got to work this out for myself, how they moved the big stones? And I thought, well, I don't know what that means. So I was then maybe a couple of days later, and I was driving on a driving lesson behind a car, and the registration on the car was OIL, oil.
Is this Wolfman?
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the conversation. This is my friend Eric.
Were you trying to get me on, or was that somebody else? I wasn't sure.
Oh, no, it's you. Yeah, because I just saw you were available, and I thought you'd love this topic we're doing right now. This is one of my co-hosts, actually, and I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Spooks from the UK, and we're talking Stonehenge right now.
Ah, right, okay. So I got the word solution from my spirit guides, and I was driving on a driving lesson behind a car a couple of days later, and the registration on the car was oil, OIL, and then some numbers. And all of a sudden it hit me, and I thought, that's what my guides are showing me. That's how they moved those stones on a oil-based solution. And I went back and I said to my spirit guides, is this how you move these big stones on an oil-based solution? And they showed me a great big round, how can you explain it to you? Like a big ball of stone, yeah? And it was huge. And then they showed me tracks, okay, like a railway line, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was fastened together, but these tracks were in very short sections, and what they did, they put these big balls of stone onto the tracks. This is what they were showing me, and then they put the uprights of Stonehenge on top of these balls. Now these balls were covered in some like oily solution, and I don't know what it was, but possibly animal fat or something, and the balls rolled, and the pieces of stone actually rolled across the top of the balls, and then they would pick when they would pick the track up, and then they'd pick the track up and run it round to the front, put it down again, and the balls would carry on rolling along the track. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Oh no, I almost went live by accident. Yeah. Oh right, well we're back on with the interview with Spooks, and I was just asking him if
you really want to see, you know it's all about
Da a pair of dice. Just wish to be the fun, yeah. Wanted fun in the sun, yeah. Packed your bags, packed your car. The sky was filled with stars. Long drive, palm trees in the beach. Got everything in Cali. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
We've been running for our lives. I try to clear the red from out of my eyes. I try to forget you, but you hypnotize me. I try to wash the dirt from off of my skin, but I can't do that because I'm the state I'm in. I'm so lazy, I just go crazy. I get really drunk and you pick the fights. I feel as though I owe you something. I told you once, but you've known it twice. I need you to keep me rolling, to keep me rolling. I try to give it up and put this mic down. I need you to keep me rolling, but I can't do that 'cause I love that I get sound. I need you to keep me rolling. I try to stay real cool and not too nice. I need you to keep me rolling, but I can't do that. I can't make that sacrifice. I'm so lazy, I just go crazy. I get really drunk and you pick the fights. I feel as though I owe you something. I told you once, but you've known it twice. I need you to keep me rolling, to keep me rolling. I try to clean the resin out of my pipe. I need you to keep me rolling. I try to forget you, but you're just my type. I need you to keep me rolling. I don't need no whiskey, I don't need no cocaine. I need you to keep me rolling. I stick with my dream, but I don't drink my champagne. I need you to keep me rolling. I try to clear the red from out of my eyes. I need you to keep me rolling. I try to fuck you, but you always deny me. I need you to keep me rolling. I try to stay real cool and not too nice. I need you to keep me rolling, but you know I must do that. I don't want no fight. I need you to keep me rolling, to keep me rolling.
She carry black heart man children. I said don't go near him. She carry black heart man children. Or even lions fear him. She carry black heart man little children. I said don't go near him. She carry black heart man children. Or even lions fear him. Growing in a neighborhood for such a long time that is filled with fear. I can't go here, can't go there, and I ain't supposed to go anywhere at all. When I asked my mom if she could let me go out and play like little children do, she said be careful of the stranger, giving candies to children and then take them away. He lives in the gullies of the city. He's the black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. Even in the lonely parts of the country, black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. He ain't got no friend, no home, no family. He's the black heart man, y'all. That's the black heart man. He is famed to live just like a gypsy. He's the black heart man, yeah. Growing and learning and gathering for myself a little more experience, jumping over the fence. Curiosity has brought me, yes it's brought me a little common sense, yeah. Prodding the road of life I've come to. This one.
So I heard they found a body of a homeless man behind a restaurant in Kingston, Jamaica, and DNA tests seem to prove that it's Bob Marley. That is fucked, folks.
And he said knock, and it shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Wisdom is found in the simplest place, in the nick of time. Knock, and it shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Wisdom is found in the simplest of places, in the nick of time. Now I trod the same road of addiction, just like the black heart man, just like the black heart man. Getting my share of humiliation, just like the black heart man, y'all. The black heart man. You find me in the prisons or the dungeon, just like the black heart man, yeah. The black heart man. I even get paid without a reason, just like the black heart man, just like the black heart man, y'all. No crown, no sorrow, no laughter, trial and crosses in the highway. But the heart of the battle is the sweet Jah victory. Ooh, ancient children used to say, if you want what you know, it's got to run, run, run. How could the world go free? Let Jah bear the cross alone. Them that drink of the old wine have no place for the new, for the new. And the stones that are head of the corner are the same ones that the builders refuse. Hear me when I say now, it's the black heart man, children, who become the wonder of the city.
I don't know, but it's been Paranormal Radio. Yeah. Can you dig it? I am the Wolfman Mike. 24/7. Just refresh your page. Listen to us on TuneIn Radio. This is my buddy from Mary Jane's Band. This is Tom. He's talking about the Texas or the Georgia Guidestones. That's it.
Somebody caught it right in there. You know we got 8 billion, but the rock says 500 million. You know we got 8 billion, but the rock says 500 million. But we got 8 billion. The rock says 500 million. But we got 8 billion. Where the hell are we all supposed to go? They want most of us
Oh, yeah. Come to Country Dentist, and he will get the best kind of dentistry from the country you have ever. Never had this kind of service for this price. And those other dentists, they don't know what they're doing because they fuck up on your teeth, they drill holes, and your fillings fall out, and you're fucked. So,
yeehaw!
Country Dentist, we'll fix you up, man.
I'm the dental assistant, and I use the crazy glue.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, for something completely different.